Nobody expected February 2nd, 1976 to be a day that would be remembered in our region for the decades to follow.
There was no warning. I think that was one of the big issues with the storm. The weather forecast was strong winds, and then suddenly this worst event hit.
UNBSJ professor and author Greg Marquis was a grade 12 student at St. Malachy's High in St. John 50 years ago during the Groundhog Day Gale. Marquis remembers school being let out early as storm conditions became significantly worse.
We were told to go to the bus, get a bus, city bus at King Square, and it was a pretty harrowing ride home. And we went across Reversing Falls.
The ferocious storm hit at the same time as exceptionally high tides in the Bay of Fundy, leading to a devastating storm surge. Wind gusts near 190 kilometers per hour produced 12-meter waves along the coast.
And a lot of the impacts were something you'd expect out of a hurricane as well. We don't see these very often. In fact, it set a record for low barometric pressure in the state of Maine, which is where the center of the storm moved through.
Materials were ripped from the Brunswick Square Tower in uptown St. John, which was under construction. Fishing boats took on water. Electrical infrastructure crashed to the ground.
We weren't used to the power being off in the city back then for as many days, right?
The covered bridge in Cambridge Narrows, New Brunswick was torn apart. There was widespread damage reported throughout southern New Brunswick and southwest Nova Scotia.
Now, this is what I would consider a once-in-a-multi-decadal type storm system.
One man from St. John was killed after he was swept away trying to secure his fishing shack. Recovery from the gale was hindered by freezing temperatures in the days that followed.
And I think it became one of those, signature events from that era that everyone remembered. I just think it was kind of a bonding thing for a lot of people.
A storm from out of the blue right into maritime history. Nick Boers, CTV News, St. John.